DHSV has produced this series of training videos to give you an understanding of the available reports in the titanium application. A separate video has been produced for each report that will outline how the filters for the report work. The videos will also provide information on the report output with the business rules behind each of the measures and figures in the report so that you will have an understanding of which report to run when wanting to get data or information about the dental program at your agency. The reports in titanium fall into two main groups. Firstly, the original reports developed by the software vendor, an example of which is shown here. And then there are the new server reports that have been developed by DHSV. These report directly from the back-end database, which is an SQL database. SQL is a database type that has its own tools for reporting directly from its database. An example of the SQL server report developed by DHSV is shown here, and you will notice the report generation screen has a different look to the original titanium reports. So DHSV developed reports will be easily recognisable to you as distinct from the original titanium reports. Many that have used titanium will have noticed with the original reports that they are slow to run. As well, the reports are difficult for DHSV to fully validate for accuracy, since we've not developed the reports. Over time, we have found that many no longer work or no longer suit our business needs. For that reason, DHSV has been progressively replacing the original titanium reports with the SQL server reports, as they are very quick to run, can be fully validated for a high level of accuracy, can be easily changed as business needs change, and if we do find any issues with the report, they can be easily fixed immediately, as compared with the original titanium reports that would have to wait for a future upgrade if there were any issues to fix or changes needed. Just about all the available titanium reports are accessible under the Reports menu as shown here. Reports of a similar type have been grouped together, and the groups are visible when clicking on the Reports menu. The available reports for each group are visible as a sub-menu to the right, as shown here, where we have an example of 3 reports related to appointments. The software vendor for titanium has recognised the technology for their original reports is now largely outdated, and that reports developed using the SQL database reporting tool is a far better solution. To facilitate this, they have included the ability for organisations such as DHSV to embed their own reports within the titanium reports menu. You will find now that most of the reports under the Reports menu are DHSV developed reports. Most of the original titanium reports have been switched off by DHSV. With DHSV developed reports in titanium, there are some instructions that apply across all reports, which I will outline here. Firstly, all reports have an agency code field. This is a password code consisting of a string of letters and characters that has been provided to each agency. It is necessary to first enter your password code when running any of the server reports. You should note that although the reports are embedded or accessible from within titanium, each report type is a single report function that points to all titanium databases. Your password code is what directs the report function to report on data from your titanium database only. So do not share that code with other agencies, as doing so would allow them to generate reports on your titanium data, even though the report is run from their titanium. This is why the password code is not a simple word, but rather a complex string of letters and characters. Once any of the SQL server reports have been generated so that they are visible in the report window, they can be easily printed out via the print button, or alternatively exported out to different formats by clicking on the floppy disk drop-down button. This will provide a list of available formats, of which the most common one used is exporting the report to Excel. When selecting one of the report export options, a window will appear prompting for where the report export file is to be saved. Take note that the network drives displayed here will be those of the Titanium data center rather than your agency's own network environment. You can save the report under your agency's folder in the iDrive, or alternatively, if you want to save it to your own agency's network environment, select the V drive, which represents the C drive of the local computer you are working on. Once you have exported the report to your local computer's C drive, from there you can email it to other persons or move it to a folder on your agency's local network drive where the report file will be securely backed up. If you are wanting more information on the available Titanium reports, please refer to the Titanium User Manual that is accessible on the extranet for agencies and the intranet for the Royal Dental Hospital staff. The reports are described under Section 8 of the manual and provide a detailed outline of the report filters and report output with screen captures included.